Shalom, shalom, call aloud, Yahbashim, Yashabashim, Bakakadash. Double honors to the apostles at the great millstone that taught brothers the truth that Yahbashim Yahushua used as a vessel to bring this word out the right way. Men, women, and children that believe are the 1/3 in the middle of the Passover. Let me turn this down. I don't want that to burn, right? Now, you heard, I think one of them Sakari dudes said, I don't like Assad. I don't like it too bitter. But bitter represents the bondage that we went through in Egypt. So you got some horseradish, took from the Passover. Brothers had some left over. So I'm gonna take chop a chunk of this, maybe like an inch or two, chop it up, eat it with some matzah, some unleavened bread, right? Normally I got some lamb fish, so this a good diet too, the beginning of the year, springtime, and this also a good diet to have to start out with, no bread, the carbs, the yeast, the sweets, and all of that. You kind of like a week off of that. So you could just take on and keep on trucking from there. If you had sometimes you had trouble building up your momentum. You backslide, but once you get your momentum going, you could kind of keep pushing from there. I used to smoke, and one thing that helped me start smoking, I got arrested for 11 days. So I was like, man, damn, I ain't smoking 11 days. So my mentality was like, shit, I stopped. So what I did was I didn't go around people who did smoke for another 2 weeks or so. And basically the habit was gone. But one thing I want to bring out is Jake, they like their physical diet like how they like their spiritual diet. Their physical diet is basically salty shit and sweet shit. And that's all. And like you go to these soul food spots where they got salty ass shit and they got that sweet ass Kool-Aid to offer you. The half and halves, the uptowns and all that shit. And that's nothing but what? Diabetes and high blood pressure. Which deals with what? Your diet. So I call them the four niggas. It's four niggas you gotta watch out for. Especially if you Israel, especially being Southern tribe, right? You got diabetes, you got high blood pressure, you got heart attack and stroke. So heart attack and stroke basically come from clogged arteries. That's your cholesterol. And dealing with your cholesterol, you got HDL and LDL. You got good and bad. HDL deals with good, LDL deals with bad. One easy way to remember, H for health. But clogged up arteries, and from there you go deal with heart attack and stroke. But Jake like they diet what? Sweet. They like to hear the sweet things and they like to hear the salty things, right? Because it's based upon what they taste bud on the surface. The right now, what I'm doing now. And Jake like they spiritual diet the same. They want to hear, hey, Isaiah 30 say what? Speak unto us smooth things, prophesies the seed. So our people, they want to hear smooth things, Christianity, Islam, and in a lot of these religions, there's no rebuke, there's no correction. And everything is about stuffing your face or bringing some type of gift or, all about pleasures and feeding the flesh. But, the Passover, it's not about that. It's about your Yahushua, more of a solemn assembly, and got hold a lot of spiritual meaning to it. So everything not about stuffing your face, but, Jake, they don't like to deal with the bitter. They don't like the apple cider vinegar. And they don't like nothing that's hot. A lot of the, Benjamite, they eat hot food, which is good, but they don't like nothing hot, man, so which is what a balanced diet. And that's the scriptures. The scriptures is what a balanced diet. You have the nuclear destruction, we the Israelites, we come into the kingdom. Then you got scriptures like, we got to suffer in this truth. We got different trials and things we got to go through. It says, what, if thou coming to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Then it also speaks about, the seed that fell amongst the thorns. He got choked out. The cares of this world choked the word out. He was offended by and by is he. Matthew's 13. I don't got the strap out right now. It's kind of impromptu. Something was on my mind. Something on my mind. Something on my mind. Right? So, yeah, man. The scriptures is a balanced diet. And people don't like the grape doctrine. Or certain things about the scriptures, people don't like to ingest that. They don't like to speak on it. They stay away from it. But you got to deal with a total balanced diet. Then the sweet things that people eat and not even like real sugar. If you really want like real sugar, you got to deal with like honey or like stevia, or like a natural sweetener. But people got that processed sugar. So even the sweet shit y'all eating, physically and spiritually, is off. And the salty, y'all not even dealing with the proper salts, because salt is good for you. Keep your balanced diet and so on. But, hey man, with that, but the point is, Jake, physical diet reflects their spiritual diet. And with that, I'd like to give us some shalom.